You got an enclosed bamboo printer, in my case a P1S, and you don't know where to set your AMS off the top of it, so you can take the top off to work on it or do maintenance or print your PLA, or the others that need an open printer. Stick around. I got something for you. Hey everyone, I'm Scott, Edge of 3D, up here somewhere in the new studio. Yes, it's echoing in here. I don't have any sound deadening yet. Working on that. Different story, different day. So, the friends over at JAYO reached out to me and asked if they could send me some more filament to test, which that's another video coming up later. That's not this video. Then in that conversation, they asked me if I had a bamboo printer, a P1P, P1S, something like that. And I said, I have a P1S. They said, does I have an AMS 1 or an AMS 2 Pro? And I said, an AMS 2 Pro. They said they were going to send me something, asked me to check it out, talk about it. I did. It's called a stent. I filmed it, installing it on the printer downstairs. Did that the very first couple of days I was here back at my old house, but my new house. Anyway, back here in my shop in Washington. So let's jump down there, go through the assembly video, and we'll come back up here and talk about it. Let's go downstairs. All right, so my friends over at JAYO, JAYO, they sent me some filament to test, and they also they asked me if I had a bamboo printer, and I do. I've got a P1S right here, and the AMS 2 on the top. Don't use it a lot, but I do use it. So they asked if they could send something else for me to check out, and it's just called an AMS stent. You can see right there, S-T-E-N-T, stent. So I didn't know what it was, and then I figured it out. So most people that have this style of bamboo printer have their AMS sitting on top of the glass top. And there comes times when you want to get in the glass top. And then you need to take and put this somewhere, but there's a problem. Let me see if I can turn this without spinning the table. You have all this stuff hooked up to it here. You've got your PTFE tube going down here to your feeder, which that in of itself is not easy to remove. You got to have a special tool to reach in here and release it, or you got to pull this cap here and push a button and stuff to release it, and like that, which we're going to do for this. And then you've got your cable, that's got to be released. And then you can set your AMS off to the side. And then you can remove your glass, and you got to find something to do with that. And then you can do whatever you've got to do in here, or do your printing with your PLA or whatever where you want to have it open. So what this stent is, it is basically a set of hinges. I have opened it up to look at them, that screw to the back of the printer. One on this side, one on this side. The AMS locks down into it, and they're pretty stiff right now, but you can lift your AMS up. Open your glass, do whatever you got to do. And it says right here, the bracket must be maintained at a suspension angle exceeding 30 degrees. And it tells you, when you're lowering down, you get below 30 degrees, don't let it drop. For obvious reasons, you don't want to smash in the glass. But I have not installed a set of these yet. I'm going to. I'm going to move this over here and I'm going to set the AMS out of the way for now. Get the other one out here, which is still in the wrapper. And then it also came with a set of screws right there. And see, 4 screws here and 4 screws here that you take out and put the AMS on, and I didn't grab screwdrivers. All right, so I got my trusty iFixit kit, and I'm gonna fix it. So we'll start by removing the factory screws out of these 8 locations. All right, we'll take our longer screws. And we got to get a different size bit. There we go. And they're marked right and left, but it's pretty obvious by the way the corners are which one goes where. So we'll get this one over here. Now I do notice that they have elongated screw holes here. So I think initially I'm not going to tighten it clear down. I'm going to set that on there and flex it a couple times. Make sure that these are squared up with the world, and then I'll tighten them down. But it doesn't quite come down to the glass top. Looks like they sent a couple extra screws because it uses 8 and there's 10 total of these. They look like they're 3 by 10s maybe. I didn't measure them, but look like 3 by 10s. And then the next step is to slip the AMS into there. And you can see this part here is molded to kind of match the bottom of the AMS. And we'll just take our AMS, line it up here, slip it down in there like that, and that seems to be the trick. All right, like that. And let's see, plug the PTFE back in, plug the communications cable in. I obviously don't have the power cable over here. And let's turn this again, and there we go. It's called the AMS stent. I will put the price down below because I don't know it off the top of my head. I'm in my new studio, so I don't have the big monitor back there to put the information on yet. As you can see, this is 1/3 of the new studio shop. This is a third. There's a third over there that I haven't even started on yet, and then up above is a bar / work area studio. But anyway, another video for another day. So raise your AMS unit up, pop your glass out, do your work. If you want to leave it open while you're printing, you can drop it right back down. It'll sit there and it gives you kind of some ventilation. And it stays pretty much anywhere you put it. Now imagine if I had 4 rolls in here that were clear full and added that extra 4 kilograms of weight to it, it might sag down at this point because it's pretty close to doing it right there. But tip it up far enough and it's fine. Make sure your top's locked so it doesn't flip open and dump your spools out. But I like it. The AMS stent by JAYO, they have it for AMS1, AMS2, AMS1. Thought I carried one out here from the house, but I didn't. Is the original AMS, this is the AMS2. I don't know what the difference is in the mounting on the bottom of them because I haven't compared them side by side, but there you go. Now, obviously, you're going to have some headroom to do this. So, you know, if I had this, let's just measure here. So as it sets right now from the tabletop to the top of the AMS unit, this tape measure only measures in freedom units. I can't find my millimeter tape measure. So I'll say these numbers and I'll put the conversion down below. 27.5 inches. And let's see what the maximum height on it is going to be about right there. So it's going to need like 31.5 inches of headroom to flip it up. I like it. I think it's a brilliant idea. It's a fairly inexpensive part. You've seen how quick it is to install. Comes in a box. I think there's some instructions down inside the box as well. And there's also instructions printed on the box. Maybe this is a warranty card, or probably tells me that it causes cancer in California. But fortunately, I'm in Washington State, not California, so it doesn't cause cancer up here. Yeah, it tells you it causes cancer in 12 languages. That's the box. That's the installation instructions. You really shouldn't need them. And there you go. The AMS stent by JAYO. All right, that's it. That's a stent. Literally a 5-minute install if you're not trying to video it and you have all your tools in place, but 8 screws. Take 8 screws out of the back, put the stents on there, put the 8 longer screws in, slip the AMS onto it, and you're done. You're good to go. So that's what it is, and that's filmed in the new studio shop downstairs, powered by PCBWay. It's called JAYO 3D Labs. So getting kind of all official now, but PCBWay, proud sponsor of the channel.
Edge of 3D is proudly powered by PCBWay. If you're like us and have projects that cross over between electronics, 3D printing, or CNC, then PCBWay just makes sense. Most people know PCBWay for custom circuit boards, but they do more than just standard PCBs. You can quote basic prototype boards, PCB assembly, flexible and rigid flex boards, advanced PCBs, and stencils right from their site. For the kind of projects we do here at Edge of 3D, the bigger value is that PCBWay also supports rapid prototyping services like CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, injection molding, and vacuum casting. Whether you're making a custom test rig, a controller board, a small production prototype, or the one-off part that doesn't exist anywhere else that you cannot make yourself, PCBWay gives you one place from quote to final manufacturing. Check out PCBWay using the link in the description. And thanks to them for helping support the real-world testing we do here on Edge of 3D.
PCBWay, channel sponsor, and right now they're in the middle of their 12th anniversary, and right now it looks like it's 12 days and 21 hours left at the time of filming this. Here we go. That's their 12th anniversary they've got going on. So check it out, PCBWay, link in the video description down below. And the JAYO AMS stent. Right now on Amazon, I'll put a link in the video description down below. I'll also put it in my Amazon store. The AMS 2 Pro stand, $17.99, and the AMS regular stand, also $17.99. 10% off, regularly $19.99. And that's literally all it is. You've seen it in the video. It's just these 2 pieces, 8 screws, and it works. I've used it. I've printed probably 3-4 kilograms on the bamboo since installing these. Works fine, works great. Open it up, took my glass top off, propped it up against the machine, put it back down, and the edge of the AMS sits right on the edges of the frame of the top, and it gives it a place for air to flow out. If you got to do maintenance on it, you can just roll the thing back, get right into it. You know, as I said in the video where I'm putting it together, you got to have a little bit of headroom to roll it back, a little bit of space behind it, but if you already have a poop chute on there, it doesn't push back any further than the poop chute, so a little bit of headroom. But check it out, link in the video description down below. The JAYO AMS 2 Pro stand and the JAYO AMS stand for the Bambu Lab. It says X1, P1P, all that. So I think it works with most any of them that have the screw holes in the right place. Now, I only have the P1S, so I can't comment on any of the others. I've got it. I use it. It's great. So stick around. We'll see you on the next one. And as always, peace out.